Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. Pass to Vizenkov. 5 on the clock. The 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Osman. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Vizenkov. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Now Athens with it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. None. That's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Fall. Here's Panathinaikos. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Slukas passes to Yurtsevin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Panathinaikos. Hernan Gomez covering. Here's the screen. Panathinaikos, good. Panathinaikos got 5 points so far. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
None can't get it to fall. Outside Fournier. Shoots the 3. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Pass to Vizenkov. 5 to shoot. Here's Panathinaikos. A 3-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hernan Gomez finds none. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nunn's got his second bucket tonight.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Fournier. Launches a 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Hernan Gomez kicks to Osman. Now here's Nunn. Defense right on him. There's Slukas. The offensive rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
He gets it in there.
And Fournier trying to score inside, showing off a little bit of his touch.
Nunn looking around. There's a good screen. Off target with his 3. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he knocks down the first one.
taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Fires the 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. Defended by none. 4 on the clock. The 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Slukas, again Athens. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And for Athens, it's good from long range.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Fans, make some noise for your EPC.
Now Evans. Here's Milutinov. Misses in close. And for Athens, Papapetro. Another 3 for Athens.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Evans. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
There's Brown with the 3. Peters grabs the miss. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brown outside. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop. There's a screen. Evans' shot is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Can't get it to fall. Lets it go with the 3. Peters grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
A shot by Dorsey, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
On Wednesday, then on Thursday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
It's a close game here in Chicago. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the paint. Jacks up a three. Traps in the tray.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The jump hook. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
1:04 left in the first half. Drives to the hoop. Banked in off the glass. Dorsey's got 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fires from deep. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. The shot. They grab their own miss. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brown inside the line. Can't nail the jumper. Here's Dorsey. 5 points in the game. Pass to Peters. And now Athens on the break. Puts up a 3. Leaps for it, and so it's tied as we head to halftime. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
They've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an up.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have this.
Thanks for spending half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5. And it's Vezenkov missing. Vezenkov's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at point.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Fournier's shot is off. Fournier's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Nunn. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Nunn's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Pass to Fall. Good on the 3-point shot. He has 5. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
They set the screen to the middle. Osman. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Osman's got 6 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Panathinaikos. Clock at 4. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
He takes it in and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And that one, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Hits it from 3-point range. And Athens leads by 4.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
There's the screen. Here's Vazenkov. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Nunn.
How about the energy from Fournier on the defensive end? He made a difference that time. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Takes it off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Pass to Osman. Here's Panathinaikos. Hernan Gomez covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Athens trails by 3. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Yurtseven's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Fournier against Nunn. Launches it. And Evan Fournier with a 3. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
1:02 left to play here in the third. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Panathinaikos. 7 points in the game. Outside Fournier. This one for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team foul.
Yep, up for the shot. Fournier knew that one was coming as he got knocked off, but the whistle blew.
And he sinks the second.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And he makes all 3.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's the 3. Evans with some nice D.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Athens trails by 10. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's Lucas. Athens with another miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
It could go. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 12. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the head coach for Athens talked to his team during that timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And for Athens. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And the first one drops.
At the line for your home team, number.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Athens trails by 11. There's a good screen. And the layup falls.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
But both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's hauled in by Athens. Off target from three-point range. Fournier for 3. The shot, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Evans left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Athens trails by 6. There's a screen. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. A nice shot by Brown.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Fournier against none. The shot's good from Fournier.
Man, and Fournier took a beating that time.
Slukas, covered by Evans. Slukas, another 3 for Athens.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Peters passes to Fournier. A three-pointer, no good. Athens trails by 3. Over in the corner, Yurtsevin. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Evans outside. Outside Fournier. And it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Yurtsevin kicks to Hernan Gomez. The layup off target. Defended by 9. Inside. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's the screen. Slukas. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
There's 53 seconds left in the game. Here's Evans. Good on the bucket.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Home team foul. Evans. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Home team on D. Athens with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Peters. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And here's Evans outside. It's hauled in by Athens. A three-pointer is right on target. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end,
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Musa, good.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Hey, yo, right here. Here's Papa-Nikolaou. This one for three. Buries it from three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Musa. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Connects from downtown.
and that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The kick out to Fournier. Fast break, here we go. Here's Campazzo. Three-pointer in transition.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Outside Fournier. Looking to end the run. Garuba with a rebound.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Fall. Here's Vezinkov. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And the shot goes down.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep three-point range. And Musa pulls it down. And here they come. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. Back to Garuba. Here's Papanikolaou. And he nails the open triple off the break. 6 points for him.
The D lagging on the break, and he makes them pay full price.
Here's the pick. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Let's go with a three. Pass to Musa. The three ball. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Vezinkov. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Garuba. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Papanikolaou. He has 6. And a missed layup. Here's Musa. Fournier covering. 58 seconds left to play in the first. They grab their own miss. Pass to Campazzo. There's the triple. Goes up with it again. Here's Garuba. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. .41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the teardrop. He got a piece of it. Here's Musa. 6 points for him. The rebound by Vezinkov.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Musa. Launches it from deep. The long-distance three is buried. He's got 9.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Fournier for 3. Unable to get that one. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 4, and quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. Here's Peters. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Peters has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Injai passes to Ibaka. Three-pointer. And no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. The shot by Dorsey, no good. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Peters. From the arc. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Three-pointer. No luck on that one.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The shot by Hezonja, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Peters, no good. Peters has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Pass to Ibaka. They need this. Hits the three-pointer. Ibaka's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Away team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Dorsey, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Inja. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Here's Evans. Drops in the layup for 2. Evans has got his second basket.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Ibaka, good.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Hezonja. There's a screen. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
6 points for him.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Dorsey. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Dorsey's got 5 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Inja. The 3 is up. He can't get it to go. Here's Dorsey. Takes the 3. Inja grabs the miss. To the wing on the left. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hezonja. From downtown. Rebounded by Evans. And here's the fast break. Three-pointer in transition. Of course, he's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Vazinkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Fast break, here we go. Here's Musa. Beyond the arc. Back to Campazzo. Shoots a fadeaway. It's hauled in by Fall. Campazzo's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Fall. Yet to see a basket. Outside Fournier. For the lead. Gets the three to Fall.
Boy, Fournier is an excellent shooter from distance, and that really helps his team space the floor.
Fires from deep. The shot off that time.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Papanikolaou. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Here's Papanikolaou. Three-pointer off the mark. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Back to Campazzo. They set the screen. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Campazzo's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Vazinkov. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Out to the wing. Here's Garuba. Buries it from 3.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Garuba's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Vazinkov. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Wing shot on the way. Here's Musa. He's got 9 for the lead. Sinks it from distance. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Pass to Fall.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Papanikolaou. 9 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Outside Fournier. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Here's Musa. 12 points for him. To the wing, right side. Here's Campazzo. Offline with a 3. Campazzo's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Pass to Fall. Here's Vazinkov. Now Fournier. And the layup falls. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it's hard to deal with Fournier if you're defending him. I mean, he makes good decisions, whether he's passing or shooting the ball, and that makes him hard to guard.
To the left side wing. Here's Musa. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Fall.
What you say?
Wow.
Goodness.
Come on now. Boom. He jams it straight down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
"17 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Fournier. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And they're on the break. Unloads. The open J off the mark.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And we'll have this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. No one near him. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. That's tipped. Here's Njai. Pass to Azonia. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Njai passes to Ibaka. 4-3, 5 tonight. Here's Peters. Fires the three. And Azonia pulls it down. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And here's Ibaka. Pass to Njai. The three. Sinks the tray.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Evans. To the left wing. Here's Peters. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Dorsey. No good. Unable to win this run.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Launches a three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's the three. Knocks it down from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Dorsey. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Ibaka. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. Pure from three-point range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Evans tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they're on the run. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Njai. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop. And they're pushing it up. And Dorsey gets it to go. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Over to the left wing. No good from outside. Launches it. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
There's a minute 12 left in the fourth. Ibaka, good.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Dorsey. Three-pointer. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
19 seconds left in the game. It's stolen. Here's Dorsey. That three's off the mark. It's picked off. Pass to Evans from the arc. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And this was an emotional win for them. No.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Campazzo in at the point. Pass to Nunn. From downtown, and Garuba pulls it down. Here's Musa for the three. A nice shot by Campazzo.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
There's the pick. Hernan Gomez passes to Osman. It's good.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Garuba. Hits the jumper in space.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
There's Lucas. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Musa. Here's Campazzo. Here's Tavares. Out left to the wing. Here's Musa. Defended by Nunn. just 4 to shoot. For 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Another 3 for Athens.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A wide-open shot from Hernan Gomez. Another 3 for Athens.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Musa with the bucket. Musa's got his second bucket of the night.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Nunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Campazzo. Off target with his 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Yurtsevin finds Nunn. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Takes a 3. Here's Tavares. Scoreless thus far. Here's Garuba. Sinks the three-pointer.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now, here's Yurtsevin. 4-point game.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Pass to Tavares. From deep. It's hauled in by Athens. Nunn looking around. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
15 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Osman. Pass to Yurtsevin. And here's Nunn. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Athens leads by only 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Athens?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
We've got his own yet, and it's Njai in at the 4.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Hezonja on the wing. And finished off by Hezonja.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Over to the wing. Defended by Ibaka. The rebound by Ibaka. Now Hezonja. He has 5. And Njai kicks to Ibaka. Here's Njai. Ibaka outside. Drains the three-pointer. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
To end the run, Athens with another miss. And Njai kicks to Ibaka. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Fires the 3. Again, Ibaka missing. Athens trails by 8. Out to the wing. Petro makes it off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Nailed from three-point land.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Azania. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Petro takes it inside.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Athens shooting their first free throws of the evening. Both good from the line that time. Here's Huey. Nothing on the board. He's covered by Brown. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Hazonia with the ball. 5 points in the game, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hazonia's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Here's Huey. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
There's Brown with the 3. The rebound by Njai. Njai's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ibaka finds Hazonia. 23 seconds left here in the second. Back to Ibaka. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Shot on the wing. The shot misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Athens trails by 4. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in a power forward. Here's Dunn. That 3 off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And it's Garuba in at the 4-man position. There's the pick. Launches it. Musa can't hit. Musa's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Osman. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Now Athens with it, trailing by 4. Good on the triple. Osman's got 5 points now this quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Hernan Gomez covering. Here's Musa. He's got 6. Pass to Tavares. Stolen by Yurtsevin. And now Athens on the break. Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Another 3 for Athens.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
To the wing on the left. Garuba the pass to Musa. Pass to Garuba. Shot clock at 6. And he slams it one-handed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's got 6. Now, none. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Misses from short range. Here's Garuba, defended by none. Puts up a 3. Musa can't hit.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's none. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Osman kicks to none. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Osman the pass to Yurtsevin.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Garuba. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook. Here's Garuba. Hands it from downtown. Garuba's got 8 here in the quarter.
Away team foul. Campazzo. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here is Athens now. They lead by 1. 1:31 left to play in the third. With the drive, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Athens, they've yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. First one falls for.
At the line for 2.
And so none nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
3-pointer. Lasagna's shot is off. Athens leading by 3. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 17 now.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Ibaka for 3. It doesn't go for him. executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Lucas. No good from outside. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Ibaka for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Now just a 3-point Athens lead.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Lucas passes to Nunn. The rebound by Njai. Njai's got 5 rebounds tonight. Basket counts. Huey's got his second bucket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Athens ahead, up by 1. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. He's covered by Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Azania, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
They've got Huey, and it's Ibaka in at center. And here is Hazonia. And finish off by Hazonia.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
24. Second personal foul.
Free throw good from Brown.
At the line for Athens.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Azania. Drills the 3-pointer.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Musa. Fires from the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
From outside the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Right wing. Down low. And stolen by Hazonia. Pass to Garuba. Sinks the triple. Garuba's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
From past the arc. And Garuba pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
First team foul.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Musa. Stolen by Nunn. Unhindered, going all the way. And the shot is good.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And that's when they desperately needed it.
Osman's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered closely. Releases. Offensive rebound. Here's Campazzo. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much, and you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Musa with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Lucas. None wide open. Rebound by Tavares.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's Musa. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. For the 3, none can't get it to fall. Tavares passes to Campazzo. For 3, bangs home the trifecta.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
.30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Musa. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do. Well, look, that's the matchup he wants there. Using his height to shoot that 3 right over the top.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under...
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Papanikolaou. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Here's Nunn. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fall. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the head coach for Athens told me earlier. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
And Allie, thank you for that. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Out to the wing for three. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Puts up a three. Nails it from three.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Here's Fall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Osman from outside the arc. And again, it's Athens with a three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
None against Fournier. Takes the three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
You're 7, a screen on Fournier. Nunn drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Drives to the hoop. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Three on the clock. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Athens. From outside, off the mark. Here's Papanikolaou. Shoots. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Papanikolaou. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Nunn's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Pass to Vizenkov. That shot is off. Athens leading by 3. Hernan Gomez on the wing. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Papanikolaou. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And another miss by Athens.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Fournier for 3. Drains the triple. Fournier's got 8.
Well, you love the leap that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
Yurtseven a screen. Nunn the pass to Yurtseven. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Fournier. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Here's Papanikolaou. Fires the 3. The shot comes out. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Athens. They lead by 1. And we'll get the... Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Pass to Evans. To the inside. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint, and that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 5 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half play. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Peters. Still no points. To the middle. Pass to Dorsey. And he converts the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. It's a three-point game.
Okay, big man. Hammer it home.
Ooh, showing some athleticism right there. He still knows how to finish.
You know, you love it when he plays big. Overpowering move right there.
Pass to Evans. Shoots over Brown. Evans, that's good. Evans has gotten 4 this quarter. Athens leading by 3. Brown looking around. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
There's the drive.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of this game. No problems knocking that one down. 10 points for him.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Peters. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Brown. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, get it inside to a quality score and let this guy do his thing.
Here's Dorsey. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 1:09 left in the first half. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Sunday, then on Tuesday. Athens leading by 5. Outside, Brown. And he drives in. That one drops for him. Brown's gotten his second bucket on the night. 50 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Dorsey. Misses in close. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And there's a pick. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. On the take. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Peters. Good. Peters has got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
The putback. And so it's Athens closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back.
Taking a look at the visitors, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the visiting team. And that is going to do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Papanikolaou. Jetty Osman out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Nunn in at the shooting guard position. And they pick up 2.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Nunn against Fournier. Nunn with a bucket. Nunn's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And for Athens, Omer Yurtseven out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, the small forward. Osman on the wing. Here's the 3. Fournier with a rebound. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Vezenkov, no good. Athens leading by 7. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. No luck on that one. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw no good.
0. 2 shots.
2nd free throw no good. And so it's Athens with it. Here's Osman. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Osman's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Papanikolaou. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Yurtseven, no good. Nunn against Fournier. Ball passes to Fournier. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. That one doesn't drop. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
0.
Here's Nunn. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Yurtseven a screen. No good from outside. Fournier with the ball. 10 points for him. Fires from deep. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Listen, we've seen Evan Fournier go off before. This guy is smart, and he takes high percentage shots.
Banked it in off the glass. He's got 7.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Athens. Left side, Nunn. And a miss there on the triple.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Athens leading by 9. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Nunn's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
To the wing on the left. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Vezinkov. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Athens with it. Ooh, it's stolen away. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Vezinkov's got 5 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
From behind the arc. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Fournier against Nunn. Outside Fournier. He drops it from range. Fournier's got 6 in the quarter. 1 second left. And rejected. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. It's Athens. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. The head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. An easy 2 on the layup.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Here's Brown. Jump shot is good that time.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 11. And there's the drive. Comes up empty down low. On offense, here is Athens. And there's the screen. Launches a 3. They get it back. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And down it goes. 2 points. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Tries again. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Out left to the wing. Here's Evans. Down low. Pass to Dorsey. The 3 ball. It doesn't go for him.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the foul on Omer Yurtseven. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Evans. 4-3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots. Osman with the bucket. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Yurtseven. A minute 53 left in the 4th quarter of this one. They set a pick. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Osman. Can't get it to fall. Nunn defends. Lays it up and banks it in. Athens leading by 13. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
It's hauled in by Athens. The 3 drills it from deep.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Offensive board. Osman passes to Hernan Gomez. Five to shoot. To the paint. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Peters. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Osman. Off target from outside. Here's Peters. And so it's Athens winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he makes good on the layup.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Pass to Campazzo. To the middle, deflects the pass. Tavares passes to Campazzo. The three. Fall with the rebound. Rebound by Tavares. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Musa. From the arc. Pass to Garuba. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, good with the triple. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. When I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Here's Tavares. Here's Musa. Oh, good on the triple. Here's the break. Fournier gets a wide open look. It's good from long range.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Tavares gets the bucket. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now, here's Fournier. Got a hand on it. Here's the break. Here's Musa. Drains it from beyond the arc. Musa's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Panathinaikos. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Campazzo. They set the screen. And there's 1:45 left here in the first quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Garuba. And it comes off the front of the rim.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
From inside, Fall misses the baby hook.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Garuba the pass to Tavares. Now Fournier takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Fournier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Vazenkov. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
A nice shot by Garuba. And here's Fournier. He's got 8. Fires from deep. That one's not going to go. Here's Musa. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
A 3. Njai's shot is off. Pass to Peters. Plays it up and banks it in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
No coverage that time. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Dorsey. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Ibaka kicks to Njai. Misses the 3. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Evans passes to Peters. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
When you look at this visiting team, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. There's Azania. Bangs home the trifecta. Azania's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Azania defending. On Tuesday and then on Sunday. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's Dorsey. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And now, here's Hazonia. He's tightly guarded. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Evans. Here's Milutinov, and he dunks it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. It's Hazonia in the corner.
2 minutes remaining on first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the half. Oh, and the dunk by Ibaka.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pass to Azania. Launches a 3. Peters grabs the miss. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Dorsey. 5 points in the game. He nails it, and we're tied up. Dorsey's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Peters. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Peters has got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Yui kicks to Hazonia. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Hazonia. Shoots the 3. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 8. Ibaka's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Here's Milutinov. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Ibaka. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 11.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those 3s just started to fall like raindrops.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hello, folks.
Well, I think for the home team, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the home team.
Their bench has been strong.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So it's the visitors now. It's a 5-point game, and it's Tavares in at the center. Pass to Fall. Now here's Fournier. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard position.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Musa. They set the pick. From deep three-point land, Fournier pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From downtown, offensive rebound. Pass to Papanikolaou. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Papanikolaou's got 5. Papanikolaou's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Vazenkov. It's blocked. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Garuba. Traps in the tray. 6 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Musa. Hands it from downtown. Musa's got 7 now in this quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Fall. Here's Panathinaikos. Beyond the arc. Knocked loose. Pushing it up. Here's Campazzo. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. .156 left in the third quarter of the game. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Vezenkov. His 3-pointers off the mark. Vezenkov's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Garuba the pass to Musa. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Campazzo. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 3. Fades back. Trains the 3-pointer.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
3 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
It's good.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Lasagna. They get it back. Ibaka for 3. Peters grabs the miss. Here's Dorsey. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. And they're running. Here's Njai. Oh, good on the 3. Pass to Dorsey. From deep, Evans got a piece of it, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Dorsey. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Up by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Hazonia, and it's Huey in at the shooting guard.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Evans inside. Now Dorsey. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Inside. Here's Njai. And he uses the glass on the layup. Njai's got his first points of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
From deep, Evans. The rebound by Ibaka.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Good on the triple.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Was shot by Dorsey, no good. Evans against Ibaka. Jacks up a three. Peters grabs the miss. Peters has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Dorsey. The tray. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. 3-pointer. No good there. That's tipped, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Evans. Here's Milutinov, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Shot's good by Ibaka.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And here's Evans outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Evans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land. Campazzo, the pass to Ibaka. Out to the right wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Pass to Panathinaikos. Here's Fall. Here's Panathinaikos. Hazonia defending. A 3-ball. Shot by Panathinaikos, no good. Panathinaikos got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And Hazonia gets it to go.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Fournier, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Fournier's gone 5 of 10 from the floor. Here's Musa. Lets the 3 fly. Fournier pulls it down. Got a piece of it. Here's Panathinaikos, defended by Ibaka. Outside Fournier. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hazonia with the ball. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Panathinaikos. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 12 seconds left in the fourth. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analysts. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Outside Nunn. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Campazzo. There's a screen from Garuba. Shot on the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Musa. Nunn defends. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Musa. The rebound by Nunn. It's tipped. Jacks up a 3. And Campazzo pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Down low. Pass to Osman. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Misses the 3. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Yep, count it. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Athens.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Now here's Nunn. Sinks the tray. Nunn's got his second basket on the night.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Nunn defends. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
We've got 1:48 left now in the first quarter. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're running. Here's Musa. It's hauled in by Athens.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
They set the pick. Got a hand on it.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. The shot, no good. Nunn's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Let's go with a 3. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. And so it's Athens with it. They trail by 1. Here's Hernan Gomez. And again, unable to change momentum here. They set the pick. Here's Garuba. And that one is hammered home.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter with 1 on the clock. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Lets the 3 fly. Inja grabs the miss. And for Athens, here's Hazonia. Knocks it down from distance.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here's Brown for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Hazonia. Sinks it from distance. He's got 6.
And you think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. There's a screen to the middle. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Ibaka for 3. It's hauled in by Athens. The 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Defended by Brown. Pass to Inja. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Athens shooting their first free throw tonight. Athens trails by 5. Brown scanning the floor. You're at 7 with the ball. Still without a bucket. Here he goes. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now here's Brown. Inja grabs the miss. Pass to Ibaka. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. Ibaka's got 5 now.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Defended by Brown. From downtown, it's hauled in by Athens.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's the pick. And the three-pointer goes.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Ibaka for three. Here's Hezonja. Give him 8. Ibaka, he's open. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Ibaka's got 7 now in this quarter. There's the three. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Hezonja. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Number 44.
We've got 33 seconds left in the half. Here's Hezonja. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Drains the triple.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
To the inside, deflects the pass. And here comes the break. One second left. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. There's a screen for the lead. On target from range. He's got 5.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And for Athens, inside. Here's Musa. Nunn defends. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The shot's good. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And for Athens, here's Campazzo. No made baskets yet. There's a screen from Garuba. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Osman. Sent away. Pass to Campazzo.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Musa. Fires in the triple.
Lazy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for in those situations.
Now here's Nunn. He's got 5. No good with the triple. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pass to Garuba. The three is up. He drops it from range. Garuba's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, here's none for three. The shot no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Athens.
Yeah, that miss might stick with them for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Hernan Gomez.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Will it go? On the attack, Nunn. Not going to go that time. Nunn's gone just 2 of 8 from the field. Here's Garuba. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Musa. He's got 11. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Campazzo. There's a screen from Garuba. Takes a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Campazzo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Counted from distance.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Good on the bucket.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
None, no good.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
And there's a pick. Here's Campazzo. And stolen by Nunn. It's stolen by Campazzo. Pass to Musa. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Garuba, no good. Athens trails by 9.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Osman's got his first 3 points of the game. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammates.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And for Athens, outside, Brown puts it up from 12. Off with the layup.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
The defender takes away his space and any chance of him making that shot.
Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Fades away. Pass to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Here's Njai. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3. Njai's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. About 1.5 minutes into the fourth now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Ibaka against Brown. This one for three. Ibaka's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Yurtseven. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Ibaka. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. Tries a three off the inbound. No good that time.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And some changes here for Athens. Launches it. They get it back. Garuba passes to Ibaka.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Ibaka with a screen on none. The three. Musa. Good.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Ibaka for three. No good. Athens trails by 9. Lets it go from deep. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hazonia. Buries it from 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Ibaka for 3. The rebound by Nunn. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
From behind the arc, gets the 3 ball to go.
The way they dominated, they earned the dub tonight.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
And so it's Athens with it. It's a 13-point game. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Hazonia. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Campazzo. 5 on the clock. Fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.